what's that thing the white girls like to say now? Seasons.
Yeah.
We got to be in a season of growth.
Yeah. How about you wash your hair like that?
Yeah.
It's
What do
not.
you do?
It should.
Bullies need to be a thing, but the aspect of what bullies bring needs to be a thing. Welcome to the first episode of Dude, Where's My Podcast? I'm Scott.
And I'm Ty.
All right, let's just get into it.
Yeah. So we were talking about army stories, and we had like a good one this week. So we were sitting at work, and we were just doing the whole shop BS, shooting the crap, and we had one of our guys who brought up ARC. He was like talking about how he got a phone call from ARC, and they were asking about the couch, like donating a couch, because he had it. I don't know where he had it listed. He had it listed somewhere, but so he gets on his phone. And, like, he's trying to, like, look up what ARC is. And, like, because he's like, well, who are these people? Not knowing, like, ARC is a retail store in the Springs in, like, the Colorado area. So he looks up ARC, and it's, like, the Association for, like, retarded people. Like, it doesn't say Association for Retards, but it gets down to, like, that just the special needs
It's
community.
like American Retard Community or something.
It's like Association of, like, it's something weird. Anyways.
It's 2025.
But,
we were in the Army. We're taking the word back. It's our word.
Yeah, it's our word. So he's like, why the hell is the Association of Retards want my couch for? And he's like, yeah, you guys, I guess, can have my couch, but like this couch I'm giving away, but I don't know how you like retards want my couch, and like, and then he like looks up more into it, and he's like, oh shit, like I forgot. I think his girlfriend is the one that told him that, like, no, like ARC's like a retail store in the Springs, and he's like, oh crap. He's like, I was spending this whole time thinking, like, I'm trying to help the special needs community by donating this couch to the Association of Retards over here. Sorry if you have. I have friends that are special needs, so it's not like me poking fun at, like, sorry if you're offended by the word retard.
No, it's
yeah.
okay.
Disclosure.
No,
it's 2025. Get over it.
Again, we're in the Army. It's our word.
Right.
We claim that.
If you get hurt by that word, I mean,
I'm taking it back.
Yeah. Sorry for you. It's the first episode, and you're going to stop listening because of that. Whoops.
Yeah, you never know. Controversy's good. Controversy's good for ratings.
Yeah,
Look at the news. They've been
I'll
watched.
I'll be the
40
I'll be the Donald Trump hated person on here. I'm like, oh my gosh, that Thai guy on this show is freaking horrible. He doesn't know how to have etiquette, and what was it off of South Park, Mr. PC. The
PC principal.
PC principal.
Yeah,
politically correct principal.
So they changed his character name now.
Did they?
Yeah, it's like something Christian principle. Like, because they change him, like they change characters every year or something like that. But
is he still wearing his sweet, like the
he's
old
still
school
his
Oakley, like
Oakleys,
old school Oakley
the
glasses? Oh man,
fucking looking like a goober.
Yeah, that's great.
I think looking back at, like, some of the older stories that I have, there's my first funny story. Maybe not my first, but the most funny one that I think of back in the day, because it relates to everybody. It has to do with pregnancy.
Yeah.
So I just get here to the Springs. This is like April, May of 2011. And, the team leader comes up, and he's this major. He's like, oh, man, we're really glad that you're here.
Yeah.
Sam is going to be, like, he's scheduled to go to Australia, but we need you to go in his place. And it's like 3 or 4 weeks from when I just got there.
I'm jealous. I never got to go to Australia.
I've been to Australia a few times.
Man,
nice.
I'm just liking you.
Correction. Western Australia is nice. Alice Springs up in the center north.
Oh yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere.
It's garbage.
Everything kills you there.
Yeah. Well, everything in Australia just kills you in general. Yeah. But they're like, hey, we need you to go to Australia. Sam's wife's pregnant. And I was like, oh well, that's no problem. Yeah, free trip to Australia. Let's do this. And a few weeks goes by, and Sam hasn't shown up to work for a couple of days. So they're just like, hey, can you go check on Sam? Now to describe him, he's a really skinny guy.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy lived off of, I think, of explicitly Red Bulls and cigarettes. I never saw him.
Yeah,
I never saw him eat anything. I think
and Slim Jims.
He weighed like $120 soaking wet. And I want to say he was probably like 5'9", 5'10". He wasn't like super tall, but he was just a string bean of a kid. And he showed me a picture of his wife, petite little white lady. Also string bean, just sticks and bones, man. Just skin and bones. And I'm just like, hey, they go, hey, can you go to the hospital? We think he's like his wife may have gone into labor. Just go check on him, see if he's there. We haven't seen him or heard from him in a couple days. So I go to the hospital. I go, oh man! I run into him almost immediately right as I'm going in. I was like, dude, where you been? He's like, oh well, we thought she was going to give birth. She was just having I think they're called Braxton Hicks contractions where like they're getting ready. Yeah. So it's like any day now.
Like the baby's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh cool. Well, like I'd love to meet your wife, and she comes. Waddle is like too nice a word for what it was. But when I saw her, I was like, this is not the same person that you showed me in this photo. I was all like, she was so big that like it did me a concern. I had to ask him. I was like, hey man, like I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
But it's like everything okay.
But like, are you sure you're not having like twins or like triplets? He goes, nah man, just one big baby. I was like, all right, I'd probably sue these doctors, man. I don't know what you're feeding her, but you're feeding her too much.
Yeah.
I didn't say that part to him, but it was concerningly large.
Concerningly large.
Because, like, you can put on weight in a pregnancy. That's no problem.
But this was ridiculous.
It's the amount that, like, I've never even seen, even with the teen pregnancies that, like, I grew up around in California.
Yeah.
That it frightened me. I was just like, there's no way. There's no way.
Like the movie Aliens about to happen. Crawling out of her chest.
Yeah. So she has, guess how much this baby weighed?
Probably like not even like that much.
Take a guess.
I don't know what is it? Like 2 pounds, 8 ounces.
That's a preemie baby.
Okay.
Standard baby weight is somewhere between 6 and 8 pounds.
Okay, I'm going to say
8 is like the larger side.
Okay, I'm going to go with 6.7, 6 pounds, 7 ounces.
Way higher.
Okay, let's go with like 13 pounds, 5 ounces.
It's 13.1 ounce.
Woo, so close.
13.
That's a big baby.
Dude, and to my knowledge, she had that like they were very religious. They had naturally.
Nope.
She gave birth to a toddler.
And no pain.
Like that baby baby came out owing taxes. Had like a mustache, dapping his dad up. Hey, what's up, Pops?
Have you seen that old school dinosaur sitcom back in the 90s?
Oh yeah.
Feed the baby, like that
baby.
thing coming out like that.
Dude,
probably looked identical with how babies come out.
I first saw it when I came back from Australia. I seen him because I was there in Australia for like 5 weeks, something like that. And I come back. That baby was already in like 1-year-old clothes.
Had a cigar. You do like the best impression, like the old school, like. See?
Oh yeah, the transatlantic. Yeah. Man, see, I was just born yesterday. Yeah. You never get a hold of me, coppers. I'm too slippery. I'm too fast. See, man. Just. Yeah, it was easily the biggest baby I'd ever seen, and like I still saw him only just living off of cigarettes and Red Bull. I'm pretty sure he like didn't feed his wife because 2 months later. She was back to being string bean. But when I was not prepared for how
abnormally large she was.
Yeah.
And how big that baby was going to be.
I mean, because it was like just head, shoulders, knees, toes. Everything in between was belly. Yeah. It was bonkers how big it was.
My goodness.
I was not prepared. I say that, but I've never had a kid, so who knows?
Yeah.
Like I'm a big guy, but I was only a 6 pound, 8 ounce baby.
Yeah, well, I was fat.
Baby.
I looked like a Michelin tire baby.
Oh, yeah, the little fat rolls.
I 100% did, and there's like a picture like my mom had, and they put me in a stupid little sailor costume that like I think was cutting off the circulation of my fat. I'll have to find it that way, but like maybe if I find it, we can put it on one of the podcasts later and show it. But there's I had the little sailor cap too and everything. Man. Probably because my dad was in the Navy, but
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Oh, I did. I looked like the dude from Ghostbusters, like the old school, like 1980.
The Stay Puft Marshmallow. Marshmallow Man.
100% like that, man. Was oh man, I'm just. Yep, I was a fat baby.
No, honestly, I don't even know if that is still the mascot for Stay Puft.
I don't even know if they.
Because like I've seen marshmallows, I don't really ever see. Like a face, I can't picture a face on them. Maybe it's still there or not.
Maybe it is. I know that people I hear a lot of people eating like the puff sandwiches. Like they'll take like
Dude, I've heard of the
the,
marshmallow fluff.
the marshmallow
Yeah,
fluff,
yeah,
and they'll
yeah.
put it on there. You know,
I have a
that's
friend who will not stop talking about. I think they're called Nutter Butters.
yeah.
Is what they
Oh
call them. Not the cookie,
no, I know what you're talking about.
but
There.
it's
It's like
like
a
peanut butter
sandwich.
and
Yeah,
marshmallow fluff.
yeah. It's like the staple for sleepovers. You know what I mean?
Is it really?
I think it is. I think that's like a staple for like
I was
you
doing
know
sleepovers wrong apparently.
sleepovers. Well, yeah, I mean, speaking of sleepovers, I think that's a lost art with like when you grow up. I think adult sleepovers should be 100% like a thing.
I would agree. I'm honestly for them, just like, and not in a sense where we just drank too much, so now I got to sleep over.
Yeah.
No. I want to build like forts.
Yeah. Yeah, and get like snacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just
But
get snacks, watch movies all night.
watch movies, play like some video games, and then you can like, if you have a girlfriend, you can have your girlfriend like yell at you like, it's bedtime. You guys need to go to bed. Give you a taste of like your mom yelling at you back in the day.
Really just relive that 90s childhood.
Relive that 90s childhood.
Yeah.
Maybe like sneak out of your own house, run down the road and like TP the neighbor's house. But now you're an adult, so you're gonna get up at a normal time and you can like go outside and have your coffee and watch your neighbor like man, those kids last night, man. I'm glad they missed my house, but dang,
the only thing is I can't do that out here, man. It'd be like a mile to get to the next neighbor's house.
Yeah, that'd be a run. That'd be good. Or ding dong ditching somebody's house, or like, Fred, I have you on my Ring camera. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I seen you on my Ring camera.
Honestly, yeah, but modern technology, it's really hard to think of like back doing mischief and shit like that.
Yeah, you're gonna get caught every single time.
Yeah.
But it's that's a fallacy, because back when I was a kid, like I remember I went over to a friend's house and we all snuck out and we TP'd the girls that we had crushes on in school, and somehow
You TP'd the girl?
we as guys went out and TP'd the girls' houses.
Girls' houses. Okay.
Yeah,
well, I was
their
like,
houses.
what? Okay.
Yeah, so we went out and TP'd their houses trying to be cute. We thought it was cute.
Yeah.
And a couple of the guys got caught, and then the kid I was staying with, he got caught. So they kind of snitched out, you know what I mean? And I got away with it for a while. I didn't say nothing to my dad. And there was one time I was on my way home from school. Well, he got a call. Or he found out somewhere through the parent,
Yeah, the
stratosphere of, I don't know how parents work. One day when I have a kid, maybe I'll figure it out. But anyways, he figured it out and he looked at me and he's like, oh, yeah, so, Dustin and Ryan got grounded for a TP. And he's like, what do you know about that? And I was like,
Nothing.
being a kid, I don't know. Yeah, let's just say I got my grounding in after that one. I was like, freaking snitches get stitches, bro.
I don't remember really getting grounded too much. I remember getting grounded for bullying.
Yeah?
A little bit, yeah.
Shame
Like,
on you, Scott. Jeez.
well, I would pick on people for like bad character flaws.
Yeah.
Like, shut up, Rachel, you're unreliable. Like, no. You said you were going to do someone's homework and you didn't do it.
Yeah.
That's unreliable of you.
Yeah.
Not like, hey, give me your lunch money.
Yeah.
Like, not classic. I think I did some more righteous bullying. I think bullies have a place.
I mean, I think they're needed to like make some people grow up. You know what I mean?
Not just that. I think, and it's not necessarily that like bullies need to be a thing, but the aspect of what bullies bring needs to be a thing. So, like, everybody remembers the weird kids in school.
Yep.
I'm not talking about just like, oh, they were goth or they were scene.
Oh
kids
no,
or
like the
whatever.
really weird kids.
Yeah, like the ones who are like, I don't want to brush my teeth
Yeah.
and I want to like not wash my clothes and take care of myself.
100%.
Those are the ones bullies are needed for. Like, they bully them into society. Like, hey, act right, dude.
Yeah. How about you wash your hair like that?
Yeah,
It's
what are you
not.
doing?
It should not be like.
Exactly.
No.
So like, so we just did it recently with Cracker Barrel, right? So Cracker Barrel goes, hey, we're gonna get rid of the cracker and the barrel on our logo. Like, and we're gonna modernize. We're still gonna have the same old country store, but now the inside looks like a bleak version of
What it used to.
Yeah, like they don't have wooden sidewalls or anything like that. They got rid of the checkered wooden things in
Yeah.
between that partitions everybody off. Yeah, they don't have that. It's like a regular looking restaurant now. It's like, no. I want my racism with my Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, it's needed.
I want to feel like they're going to say "boy" a few times.
Yeah.
You know, and we bullied them. So like their stock dropped. They lost like a billion. Like I don't know how big of a company it is, but they lost like 15 to 20% of their stock value within the first few days.
That is wild. I've not been in one since they've done this transition. So.
Well, it only happened like a week ago.
Oh, it did, and then it changed.
They just changed it back like today.
Yeah.
If it wasn't today, it was yesterday. But they're like, yeah, we're gonna go back. Turns out we can't lose all our stock.
Yeah, it turns out we made a real bad.
Yeah.
It's a country store, even like you know what I mean. Even like to get away from it, it's the old country store feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, I want racism with my side of grits. I want bigotry with my biscuits and gravy. Yeah. I want that feeling. I don't go to it, but I want that feeling.
It's almost like when back like I don't know if you remember it. Remember when McDonald's tried to be like the Mick restaurant, and they had like menus, and they had like the telephones at the booths and stuff where you could like order, and it was like they had like real food for a minute.
I don't remember this at all.
You don't remember that?
No.
That it was called McDiners. It was McDiners, and it was like back. I would say it's about 20 years ago, is when they had it. It was like a stint. But they had phones at like your sitting booth. You'd go in and you could actually like order like meatloaf and other things like that at a McDonald's.
That sounds gross.
Yeah, it did not work out for them well. It like they tried it. I think they're like
20 years ago is when that Supersize movie came out.
Yeah, it was like around like that time frame.
Did you ever see that movie with Morgan Spurlock?
Yeah, I did.
Like
I don't know how you did that. I would be like, at the end, I'd be like,
I don't know how he wasn't throwing up every day.
I don't either. He did throw up at some of it.
I can't recall that.
I've
met him and I can't recall that.
No,
yeah.
I swear he like did it at some point in it. But that is, I couldn't imagine like eating it because I know like if I eat it for a couple of days, like the salt like eats at the
roof of your mouth or whatever.
The roof of my mouth and like stuff like that, and I get like ugh.
I haven't had McDonald's in over 5 years at least. Like I have it when I go overseas because I like to see other countries' view on American style food.
Because they have like the McRoyal instead of the McDouble and stuff like that.
Like really, all their food just looks like the picture.
Yeah.
But when I go to a different country, like I've had it in Japan, I've had it in the Middle East, that they all taste just a little bit different, but also I know it tastes better than whatever's served here in the States.
Yeah, I mean, really though, the Coca-Cola overseas tastes way better.
I don't know what they're doing
way better than here for some reason.
The microplastics in here need to step their game up here.
It is. It's wild. They had these things over in Germany. It was like a Mick wrap, but it was like panini bread, but they had like it was for breakfast.
Okay.
And like when I was living over there, like stationed over there a long time ago, we used to stop in the mornings get those, and it was fantastic. Yeah, just a random tidbit. Yeah. It was good. It reminds me of that, like how it was folded, like that character off of that food movie. You know, the comedy where the food comes alive and they're in the.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
No, the adult one.
Oh, Sausage Party.
Sausage Party.
Yeah.
The
What's the title of your sex tape? Sausage Party.
Like it reminds me of that the Middle Eastern guy that's like the falafel or whatever it is. That's how it like folded.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a good. Yeah.
That was a crazy setup for a movie.
It was slightly disturbing too.
I think I only watched that thing with like my mouth open the whole time.
Yeah, there's actually
Pause.
If you watch it, they like make a TV episode of it, and the sausage actually like leaves the supermarket.
I know I've seen little clips of that. It's the one with the messed up head.
Yeah. Well, not him. It's Seth Rogen's.
The Seth Rogen one, really?
Yeah, it's his sausage, and he like becomes in a relationship with like an actual man, and it's very. You can imagine the graphicness to it.
You spent more time on watching stuff.
Man, I go down the rabbit hole on weird shows sometimes, like Sausage Fingers. We'll have to go into Sausage Fingers and another.
You mean Salad Fingers?
Salad Fingers.
Yeah, that's early internet. I remember that one.
That one's real. We'll have to go into that one episode.
Of rusty spoons.
The rusty spoons.
Yeah.
No.
That's so gross.
That's back when you could get down the dark barrel of the internet.
That's easily like back when you can go see just crazy, unbridled like snuff films on
Yep.
the internet. When there was lawless land.
Yeah. Or there was like I remember when my cousin used to go and would like what it was like gory images or something like that. You would like see like, crime scene photos and stuff. They would have like
Do you
crime scene.
remember the Pain Olympics?
Oh, the Pain Olympics was huge. That was a big thing when I was in Germany. We would like
That was
some
a big
guys
thing when I was in school. I remember that in like I think
that
it was
is
middle school.
I don't know what brought people to do that, but like and I don't even know like I can remember watching some of those and like
Oh, I still vividly remember that.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't know how people like I don't know how they got them. Nowadays, like you would ping on like the FBI's like
Yeah.
database.
I'm
if
sure
you
you
want.
could post just the original Pain Olympics and you'd like go end up on a list.
You would 100% up in the list like that. I don't know like what those people like thought like when they made those because they're not getting nothing. It was just like a
Yeah, you weren't. There wasn't no likes back then. There wasn't.
no.
There wasn't some. I don't know how. I don't even know how you
I
get
don't.
paid to get likes. To tell you the truth,
I don't know
it's
how you
like
pay to get likes. It's
somehow people view your stuff. They click like, and you get a payment out of it. And you're like, all
ka-ching,
right,
baby.
yeah.
But yeah, oofta, and that was body mutilation.
Yeah,
And they were like,
yeah. You could just willingly or just
it was
easily see that online.
it was horrific. If you can imagine, like the doing the sickest things to your body, that's what it was. I'm not going to go into it,
Yeah,
but it's oofta.
yeah. It's haunting. I believe
It is haunting. Yeah, that's probably why some of us military dudes are so messed up because we watch. We just sit around and just with your boys and be like, oh man, that's pretty screwed up, you know.
I think like the last set of screwed up stuff that I watched, like that's like explicitly just about death as a cartoon. It was called Happy Tree Friends.
I think I've seen that.
You like so
I had to have. I think I have.
It's these cutesy little animals.
Yeah,
And
almost
they
like
just like through either accidents or on purpose, they murk each other pretty hard.
yeah, or like is it the same ones that are on like South Park on the you know what I mean?
No. So it's not. This was internet only. This never would have.
I think I've seen the Happy Tree Friends. I've seen like yeah.
Yeah, we can't play it on the podcast because copyright and stuff. But
Yeah.
The intro song was like.
Okay, yeah, I've definitely I've definitely seen that.
Yeah.
Yep, I've seen the Happy. Now that you've seen that, it's coming into my memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a really quick thing. It had a moose with its
Yep.
like little paddles
Yep.
bent all backwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that was such a crazy. The internet's a wild place.
Well, it's like I talked about with you about like different like assets of the internet and like how like deep it goes and like it's just crazy like I think I was in this one course and it was like kind of like a surveillance type course, you know what I mean? I won't go into too much detail on it, but like just like they were showing us things and like how like they pulled up this one site and you can just literally get into any like unsecured like camera around the world. Like even like at Walmart, like their security cameras. You could even get into like bank cameras and like that's why like some of these cameras people get like for the houses like unsecured and they're wondering how people get into it. Like there's backdoor ways into like
Oh yeah, almost everything.
Almost everything.
Yeah.
And like you don't even need to be a hacker to get into it. Like it's just without it's just having these cameras there that don't have any like backdoor protection or encryption to them. You know what I mean? They're just like not password protected. Yeah. It's just wild.
That is awesome.
That's why technology is a fickle like beast when you think about it sometimes, like there's benefits but you got to think the pros and cons sometimes are almost they weigh the same.
If this podcast takes it off the ground, when I say midlife crisis bingo is going to be a product I want to sell.
Midlife crisis bingo. So if people catch on to this podcast, they're like, man, Ty and Scott got it figured out. We love it. Tell me what this.
So one, they should understand that this action right now is one of the boxes on midlife crisis bingo. So midlife crisis bingo. Think of your classic midlife crisis from a man. back in the day in the 90s, 80s, and 70s, the midlife crisis for a man would be like go buy a sports car.
Yeah.
That's a box, right?
Yep.
Go buy an overly expensive vehicle.
Yes.
Another box would be, date somebody significantly younger than you.
100%.
Right. Another box, I'm into obscure hobbies now.
Yep.
Or another box, I'm so into golf. I want golf so much all the time.
100%.
All of my things are golf now, right?
Yep.
But now we're in 2025, midlife crisis bingo now. Start a podcast.
Ooh. Whoa! Oh man!
Start a podcast. That's midlife crisis bingo.
Oh wow, we're in it now.
We need 24 total items, 24 total topics for midlife crisis, and it doesn't have to be just men. Women have stuff too, like midlife crisis topic or midlife
Planet
crisis
Fitness
box.
membership.
Huh?
Planet Fitness membership.
Planet Fitness membership. Get bangs. Just. Or really just drastic hairstyle change because you want to keep it sex neutral.
Drastic hairstyle changes.
Yeah. In parentheses under that, it's definitely going to say get bangs.
Get bangs. I would say, let me think. What would be another midlife crisis thing now that people would do to pickleball. Pickleball's a huge one.
Start up pickleball, yeah.
Yeah, start up pickleball. Get pickleball, start playing pickleball. Bam.
Midlife crisis.
Join a run.
Also, to think a box on there has to be like more than 2 divorces.
Yeah, 100%.
Two or more.
2 or more divorces.
Just because I want to be able to stamp that box.
Let's see. You have to like physically hate something. I think you have to pick up something and like strongly disgust it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean?
Like pick up something you hate. Like I see, like, let's see something else. Even like a political candidate, or like say one big thing is people in plastics. Like, so not using plastic stuff because plastic is everywhere. It's getting in stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, joining a cause.
That's better.
That's
joining a
box.
cause.
Joining a cause.
Joining a cause is a box. So you got to join a cause.
Joining a cause for
join
sure.
Join a cause is a box.
Yeah.
You're gonna pick up a cause and you're gonna join it.
Run a marathon.
Marathon runners, and you have to get your sticker afterwards to let everyone know you. To let everyone know you.
Got to put that 26.2 26.2
or that 13.1. You have to let
marathon.
people know that you did it.
My first deployment to Afghanistan, we get R&R, or used to get R&R.
Yeah.
So I come back from R&R. My boss is like, "Hey, there's a half marathon in like 3 days. You want to do it?" No training. I just did 2 weeks.
I think I've seen the picture of you running that.
No. That was just a 5K. That was on my way into Iraq.
Okay.
But there was, he goes, there's half marathon in like a couple days. I was like, sure, I'll do it. I just got back from R&R.
Yeah.
I'm rested up, thinking that's what it take. No, the farthest I'd ran before then was maybe like 10, 11 miles, and I hated that. I don't know why I thought that my big ass would want to run a half marathon. I couldn't walk the next day.
I feel you because I was going through the Q course and I did the mic to mic half marathon.
Mm-hmm.
I just did the half, and I was like, I'm gonna carry a flag. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
We'll edit that out. But I was gonna carry a flag with it, and it was when the chive was real big at the time, so I had a keep calm chive on flag, and I ran with that. And me not thinking about it, but like running with a flag for 13 miles.
Running just 13 miles sucks.
Yeah, but then wind resistance with a flag, and it wasn't like a little tiny one. It was the huge, big flags. And I had the big steel, yeah. Let me just say that was the stupidest mistake I ever made. Another thing, going to a music festival, midlife crisis, wearing EDM fest especially. I'm calling you women out there out because, I know some of you will.
Okay, so I will say that when you're old and you're going to younger music.
Yeah, like you're putting on your fishnets and your pasties and you're going out there to.
If you're in your 30s and you're doing, and you're just wearing a
Speedo
even to work, dude.
Somewhere in their 40s. Hey, good on you. Some of you look like you're in your 20s still, that old. Hey, I'm not hating. Go and do your thing. But I'm just saying, I'm putting Music Fest on the box. And it doesn't even have to be an EDM fest like you said. It can be like a country music fest. Because I'm sorry, I'm going to still probably do that when I'm in my 40s, go to a country music fest.
So, I like going to concerts. But, I'm not joining the mosh pits anymore, man.
Dude,
I'm not doing rock show.
When we did that last week, I felt like I accomplished a goal. I almost lost my phone, but that we came as Romans
Yeah.
I was all about it.
Dude,
I was like,
I saw you going, and I was like, I'm not doing it.
I was like, I was a little scared, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little nervous. I was like, like I'm gonna get elbowed in the like mouth and lose a tooth. Nah, bro.
Just a whole bunch of moving back around.
Lucky I joined the mosh pit when, let's say, like the millennials here, so it's a little softer. You know what I mean? Everyone's like, "Oh man, hey man,
let's
like,
just push each other a little bit.
Let's just push each other and get in here."
I'm not trying to hurt myself.
Not like 1990s mosh pits where you're getting punched in the face. You know what I mean? Coming out with a black eye and like draining blood out of my head. Like, Scott, that was a good time, man. Looking like I was a hockey player.
Nothing but memories.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I talk with a lisp now, but it's okay.
I'm drooling. Ignore the drool. It's fine. It'll be okay.
Yeah. Because I love live music. Live music will never die, but it's like I can't sit there and be like, I'm gonna go to this EDM festival with this little teeny bopper. Absolutely not.
I've not been to an EDM fest yet. I do. That's on my list to go to, like for music fest wise. I do want to check one out.
So I've been. They are fun. It's a music event. It's always gonna be a fun time. Doesn't matter your age, but like when you see the drastic difference of age ranges.
Yeah.
Like me in my mid to late 30s, and then like it's just nothing but a bunch of young 20-year-old like boys and girls, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, you're like, this ain't for me.
Yeah, like I am not Leonardo DiCaprio. This is not my jam.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw so much shade at Leo throughout the rest of my life.
For you don't know, listening, like Leo is infamous on dating like
he
younger 20s.
No, he gets him at like 18, 19, then he dumps him at 25.
Yeah, because he even said it, right?
I don't know if he said it,
but
somebody
definitely
tracked it. Somebody tracked like all his girlfriends, and like right at 25.
There's like an age, like a recycle point on the. So women, if you're gonna date Leonardo, you have to get him.
You have to get him before you're 25.
You gotta lock him down before that. Time frame comes, because if you don't got a ring on it, like Beyonce says, you better watch out.
Put a ring on it.
Yeah, you better watch out because you're
getting the queen bee.
You're getting kicked out.
Speaking of queens, Taylor Swift got engaged.
I heard this. Now every man is now screwed because every woman's gonna be like, T Swift is engaged. Why haven't you put a ring on it yet?
Dude.
So if you have been dating your woman for a while and you haven't put a ring on it.
So not just that. So this is two significant wedding or marriage proposal announcements in the last like week or so.
Who's the first one?
So the first one's Ronaldo, the soccer player.
Oh, he got locked down.
And his wife, like I guess he's been dating her for like 10 or so years.
Oh, and he just finally she probably was like, if you don't marry me.
So it's not that. And this is advice to all the guys listening. If you are planning on proposing, let it breathe. Don't propose at the moment right now because your rings will not measure up. So like T Swift, she got herself a ring, right? Georgina, she got a ring. I mean, it's like the size of a digit, dude. It's like 30 carats.
That's because Ronaldo.
30 carats.
Ronaldo is one of the most highest paid soccer players, and if you don't like,
it doesn't matter how much you pay. Like, I didn't even know diamonds came that big. Even if everything's lab grown now, like I'm telling fellas, just
lock it up.
Just let that simmer. Just hang out. This isn't your year. Just next year's your year.
Or marry a man, and then you just have to put a wedding band on. But I don't recommend that.
Yeah. I don't know. Hanging out with your buddies, just it's fun, weird gay statistics that I'm aware of. Lesbian couples, lesbian marriages, have not only the highest rate of domestic violence.
Yeah, I can 100% see that.
No, everybody can, for sure.
Yeah.
But they also have the highest rate of divorce. It's like 78%. Right?
Let me just say, well, actually, I'm going to stop there.
Hey. So heterosexual couples, we're still rocking the boat pretty hard at around... we'll call it middle of the pack.
I would say
it's like 50
I would
to
say
60%.
Men on men marriages have the least amount of divorce rate.
They do.
I would.
It's like 28%.
Yeah.
Like it's bonkers to me. Just like I'm not saying that guys know what we're doing, but we know what we're doing.
I'm just saying you get two women together, and it's never good. Ever.
It's a hard pressed time for sure.
Yeah, you don't see gay dudes fighting each other.
You don't.
No.
Statistics speak for themselves.
No, but chicks are like...
This isn't our numbers, our opinions. This is just how stats roll out,
You know? Mess around and find out. That's what they say. I don't know. Hey, I'm just going off of what, stats say. That's that also double standard.
That is a double standard for sure. Double standards are crazy between men and women.
100%.
Like
if you here's the golden one, I think. The golden double standard, right? And I've heard it from like many married people and people in like a relationship, right? So say you have a dream of the other cheating. This is the big one. And ladies, you cannot lie, and I know men will 100% agree. Us as men, if we have a dream that our lady cheated, we're like, "Oh yeah," and we won't get mad. We're just say, "Yeah," be like, "What?" We might wake up a little like disgruntled, but we'll be like, "Oh yeah," and then we'll tell them, and
we recognize that it's a dream.
We'll recognize it's a dream, and we'll laugh with our partner, and it goes on about the day. You know what I mean? Women, y'all,
wake up slapping the shit out of us.
Wake up beating us, and let's just say, then you're mad the whole day, and you're like, and you're like, I know it was a dream, but you cheated on me, and like, no, I didn't actually. No, I didn't actually. It was actually your dream, and they're like, double standard, and it's 100% true on that aspect.
Another good one is the cry for equal pay, even though there's no like actual pay gap.
Oh, how about that with we'll talk about. Ooh, this is a good one. So basketball right now. How about WNBA?
Oh, how
and
they lose.
NBA?
Yeah,
talking about equal pay on that one. Yeah, I guess that's a different double standard, but we'll bring it up because we'll just start poking some hard points here.
Yeah. It's only episode 1. We poke whatever we want.
We'll go in hard.
So the whole equal pay movement thing that's going on. It's like, one, everybody's getting paid what they're worth.
Mm-hmm.
Not that women are worth less, but if you look at if you zoom out from the macro men and women thing, men and women pay scales, and just zoom into a profession, right? Like women and men get paid the same. That's already proven. So the whole pay gap thing is dispelled.
Yeah.
But then when you have individual contracting, right? Like sports athletes, things like that. They argue for their own salary.
Yeah.
And when they go, hey, we should be getting paid as much as like the male NBA stars. No, you shouldn't. One, you're subsidized by the NBA.
Yeah.
And you cost more money than you bring in.
Yeah. Well, the WNBA, like I wish I had stats for like what that was right now, but definitely the WNBA had in the recent years has brought in less amount of money.
It cost the NBA like $40 million.
Yeah. One thing I could say though, like on the flip scale of it, like for a while there, the U.S. women's soccer team, the national team, was talking about not getting paid as much as the men's, and I totally agree. I think the women's national soccer team for the USA should have been getting paid substantially way more than the men's national team on a pay scale because of the FIFA World Championships that they brought home. They actually won. They won it multiple years.
I think you should just get paid a percentage of what you bring in.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But like it's just simple economics for me with that. Like if your sport doesn't bring, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't have the sport.
Yep.
I'm not saying that they should shut it down or whatever. You should have the opportunity to play, but realize in the setup of the U.S. soccer teams in general or the WNBA, there's no female football league that I'm aware of. I think they had like the XFL or something like that.
There's not. It's kind of like
lingerie. I remember there was some girls playing football in lingerie.
There's that, but that's kind of like I wouldn't say even like I wouldn't call that not football, but I would just say that like it's not as a respectable like league as you know what I mean.
Clearly it's definitely a sex gimmick. It's not special.
I mean they got a flag football league for like women and stuff that's coming out, which I think is gaining some traction. But
my thing is like if you just look at how the money flows, right?
Yeah,
these are going to be entertainment events.
Yeah,
that people are betting on. People want to watch. There's high stakes. There's advertisers putting in millions and billions of dollars. Right, like I haven't heard of any like advertisers being like, yeah, we need to put in WNBA star Brittany Hicks.
Well, there was
put in WNBA star Caitlin Cook or whatever.
Back like I would say 10 years ago and more, like in that era for women's soccer, there was a lot more women's national soccer team getting posted.
I remember
for the FIFA Cup.
Hope Solo was
during the Hope Solo era, there was the women's. That was when Landon Donovan was around for the men's soccer team. So and some others I can't remember for the life of me. Too many head injuries, but they were like on the same traction. That was kind of the year that was like the women's. That was like one of the big pushes. First was like, hey, we need the same pay. Which at that point, I will guarantee, like, if you are playing in that world stage, which is worldwide, and you're getting so much advertisement, like, I'm sorry, men's team, but you ain't winning the cup for us.
Yeah.
Like, and you're getting kicked out of the first round, which you're not even in like the discussion and not getting like brand advertisement with McDonald's and everything else like that. Like, the women's team got gypped out of some money out of that one because they were still getting.
Yeah.
The McDonald's and stuff was still showing the women's team, and they were still.
It's going to come across like I'm not for women, but like I would venture to say that was a short-lived thing. They should like people like that and win those events. They should get paid a percentage of whatever the heck they're bringing in. But in my opinion, if they don't bring in enough money, man, just sit there and enjoy the fact that you are a role model. Enjoy the fact that you are getting paid to do something that very few people have the willpower,
the chance
let alone the skill to do.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you on that one.
So
you get the revenue that you bring in, because where else is the money going to come from? You can't like just pull in extra money if the money isn't there. You know what I mean? If you're not getting the revenue system to bring that money in, then what's the point?
Yeah. So it's just a crapshoot. Like this, it's not going to be.
You're darned if you do and darned if you don't on that aspect, almost with the whole thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm strong-handed, but at the same time, no skin in the game.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not an advertiser. I'm not.
I don't have I don't have an idea in marketing or management either, so I can't give you. I can just give you my 2 cents on what I would.
See, I have a mindset of marketing and management, but I don't like. I'm not doing it. You know.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
You know what?
All right, shower thoughts. I got shower thoughts for you.
All right. You know, let's go into.
All right, and this, like, let it flow. See how see if you can pull shit off the top of your dome.
Okay.
Like, years from now.
Right.
Think like our grandkids.
We're
gonna mention something like, oh man, remember the culture wars we were having on Twitter, and those kids are gonna be like, what's Twitter?
What?
Yeah. Years from now, there's gonna be some kids that are just like, I don't know what Twitter is.
Well, even go crazier than that, because we can be like, man, remember when we would have to like rewind our VHS tapes before we return them?
Or be crying, rewind?
Yeah. That's even something now that people don't talk. Can you imagine later they're going to be like, what, Grandpa, you had what is it called? A VHS? We're like, yeah, it was a cassette tape that you put in this machine and it had a movie on it.
Just explaining that it was a magnetic strip.
Yeah.
That transferred data.
Or
it's going to be bonkers to kids.
Or kids like can get on their phones now. Remember when this was even before, let's say, LimeWire was a thing. Remember when you had to take a cassette tape, hit the record button while the radio was playing to record your song on.
Yeah, making an actual mixtape. Hearing the weather announcements in the middle of the song.
You're hearing the DJ talk on your mixtape, and that was it before CDs were a thing, you know.
Yeah, that was bonkers.
Yeah,
I've made one mixtape in my life. Then after that, it was all mixed CDs.
Yeah, I made a mixtape off of Now. So I took.
You did the Now CDs into a tape?
So what I did is I had one of my friends had a Now tape. And now that's what I call me. So if you're not aware what Now was like, it's obviously still
it was
around.
like a top 40
CD
collection.
It's a top 40 thing, and it's what they started. But Now the original, that's what we should look at. We should see what was on. I bet Backstreet Boys was on Now, the first original one.
No, were the Backstreet Boys a thing?
100%. Backstreet Boys and NSYNC were starting their heated rivalry at that point when that was coming out. That was like right at the beginning, right when Britney Spears was like little Britney, not tainted. Everything else,
Oh
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
still.
Yeah, Mariah Carey was still young.
Man,
Um,
I feel bad for Britney, man.
yeah, she went through the ringer. But anyways,
She
so
was in a conserv. She was a slave. That's
she
what she
was a
was.
slave to Disney and her parents for
Her
so long.
parents for
Yeah,
over like 15, 20 years
yeah,
almost.
they manipulated and like that.
And I'm just like, I don't know how you can be in a conservatorship, not able to make your own key decisions, but still able to work high profile jobs like she did. Like she had a show in Vegas for years,
Years, yeah,
and she was just like, yeah, I'm not allowed to make my own decisions.
100%.
All because she was like probably getting Harvey Weinsteined,
Yep.
and like
Well,
ended up shaving her head in like what 2001 or something.
yeah, it's kind of like how Elvis was though. You know, like Elvis was in that like grip hold with his producer there for a while.
Was he really? I
Yeah,
don't remember that.
yeah, like that's what the big thing was on the movie was about is like his producer like he like locked him into staying in Vegas and like pretty much like feeding his like drug addiction when he wanted to leave and like go back on tour and go back to like Memphis, but they kept him like pretty much backdoored him by money and his gambling debts, his manager type deal, manager producer deal was so in trouble like in the Vegas gambling scene that he just kept Elvis locked in there to pretty much, erase his gambling bets.
Oh,
But
that's
it's sad. It's kind of sad. Like it's almost like some of the people you see that are like influencers. Like you see like these perfect lifestyles people live, and then like
That's one thing that
they don't.
social media
It's
ruined.
yeah, social media has ruined it. It makes this picture of like how um, life is really like, and it's really not that way. Like I think I seen this short about David Dobrik, and he was just like it was with Steve-O, and he's like, man, where's all your cars? He's like, it's a facade, dude. He's like, I'm really not that rich. He's like, I just hang around rich people. I show rich things. He's like, but I mean it like. And it's funny you see some of these people like nowadays, now in times you're seeing people move closer to God because they're realizing everything is fake out there anyways, you know what I mean? It's just like a mask people are wearing in Hollywood now like now in times where they just don't care to.
I think if your voice was a tad raspy, you'd sound like Steve-O.
And I've actually heard like when I like lose my voice, people are like, man, you sound like Steve-O. Especially when you laugh, I'm like, yeah. Kind of act like him too. Hit my head a little bit, act a little bit retarded. Well, I said the R word.
Yeah, it's all right. So we'll bleep it out.
Yeah. Beep.
I need to find that bleep sound. I don't know where to find sounds yet.
No, that'll be good.
That's
when
right.
you can find it. Little beep.
Yeah. Now I've been told I sound like Obama from time to time.
Did you? I could see that if you like masked it out.
No, if I pull his cadence out, like maybe lower my voice a little bit. Be like, now you see, what we need to do is take these terrorists and drown them, like just some AI level amounts of. And I'm sure there's gonna be like hundreds of people in comments like that was the worst Obama ever. That's akin to blackface. What are you doing?
There they go. You know what they're gonna be like? They're gonna be like, okay, I see a segue. They're gonna be like, Scott is secretly racist. One, he talked about Cracker Barrel and enjoying the bigotry and the racism in Cracker Barrel. Now he's making fun of black people.
I didn't make fun of him. I just said I kind of sound like Obama. I just sound like
okay. Now that there we go. To see, I'm helping that fuel their fire.
This is other people. This is other people told me that I sound like him. I don't ever think I sound like anybody but me. But I know, especially when I did public speaking.
You have a voice for.
I have a face for radio and a voice for radio.
Yeah, you do have you have that soothing voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but it's like we talked about that.
When you're doing public speaking, you're not supposed to use us, ums, likes, all the little fillers.
Yeah.
The brain farts where you say you think you're supposed to be making a noise, but you don't have to. It's okay.
Exactly.
So that's something that Obama was actually quite well known for when he spoke publicly, both as when he was a senator and when he was a president. He didn't want to say none of that.
He would take a pause.
He would just take a tactical pause.
And then he would go about what he had to say.
Mm-hmm. Making sure he's saying the right word, pleasing all the people that made him.
Well, it makes you sound more educated when you talk. Because if you ever listen to like somebody like give a brief or just even get put on the spot to talk, and they're like, and then
it makes you look unsure.
Yeah, and then you're looking at them like, all right, that's like the fifth time you said
Back in the Army, man, I would count people doing ums, and likes. I would have little tallies. It was my favorite thing to do.
Oh, I bet you were excited.
My autism was tisming.
Tisming?
Oh yeah, yeah. Fold you into the autism with it for sure. So fast.
Well, I think a good segue as we're moving on to like the end of it is you're heading on some vacations, and I've got a work trip going on next week. I guess a good way to end it, before we give a little time to the Lord and stuff, is airport pet peeves. What are some solid airport pet peeves that you have?
Surprisingly, I think mine's going to be. I don't want to be looked at strange if I walk into an airport at 8 a.m. and I get a whiskey. I don't want to be looked at weird.
Okay. All right.
Not that I'm like that big an alcoholic, but I enjoy a whiskey from time to time, and I want to be loosened up by the time I get on my flight.
Yeah. I totally get that.
Yeah, but if I walk in, it's like 5 a.m. People look at you rather strange.
Do they?
Oh,
is the bars even open that early?
They're usually open 24. Well, at least at the international airports, they're all open 24/7.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I guess if I'm ever flying at 5, it's because I'm flying for work. So I mean, work where I can't, you know what I mean? Because I'm getting somewhere and I have to be like, I don't know.
This will be my first flight in a long time that I've paid for.
Yeah. I honestly, I jump out of planes all the time. I hate flying commercially. I used to not be deathly afraid of it. Now I'm a little.
Is it just because of the reports where all the planes are just like falling out of the sky?
Turbulence scares the piss out of me. I honestly can say I've had a lot of fears. Getting older, they've gone away. There are certain things that just no. And one of them is turbulence. Like the last flight, when you picked me up coming into Denver, the wind, Denver airport, hate it. The wind coming off of the Rockies throws that plane around, and I'm white gripping it. I mean, it like jerks you around, and I'm like, this is it. I'm like, this is it. I'm one like swoop away from this plane. Like
the thing I don't like the most turbulence I ever experienced was going into Dublin.
Really?
So it was just a little connector flight.
Yeah.
Like because we were stopping in Dublin, refueling, and then heading to the Middle East.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's the nature of who was flying or how they had to approach. But they come off this mountainside, and it felt like they were doing a nosedive, man.
Oh no! Your stomach dropped instantly.
Yeah, you hate it.
And then you like did the whole like rocking.
It was one of the few times where I'm just like, all right, this is gonna suck. This is only gonna suck.
Yeah.
But like landed like a pro, man. That guy deserves the money he gets paid for being a pilot.
Man, yeah, but going into Denver, and we're flying out of the Springs, I think this time, and I can't remember flying out of the Springs. I don't think I've ever flown on. No, because I drove here, so needless to say, I'm probably gonna have to have drinks on Monday before I leave, because I'm like, what was that comedian, Ron White, where he's like, how far is this plane going to take us? And he's like, all the way to the scene of the accident. Yeah, all the way to the scene of the crash. I need to be like, sorry, Mom, if you're watching, but I need to be that drunk come Monday when I leave. Where I'm just like, I don't care what's going on in this plane. Like,
if this engine goes down.
If this engine goes down, I'm going all.
How far is the other one going to take?
How far is the other one going to take? We're just talking about that goose that's like, trying to get her. He's like, go around.
Yeah, I bet Ron White would be crazy fun to hang out with.
I bet he would be really fun to hang out with.
Like I've hung out with a couple of professional comedians, and they can throw jokes nonstop. It's my crowd right there. I wish I had I feel like I'm witty. I can definitely say some off the wall witty stuff.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like it's a different level when they do it professionally.
Oh, sure. 100%. But I think I think definitely we'll probably have some interesting nights going to Looney's. I bet we'll have some going to see some people we're after. You know what I mean?
I got to get us some tickets to Comedy Works and a few of the other places in Denver
Yeah,
as well.
I would like us to go to one of the improv nights in Denver too.
Definitely. I don't know if I could do improv personally. Like I know that like the Denver Improv is just a comedy club and they have improv nights.
Yeah.
Like to do improv where they just shout a topic and you just have to improvise off the top.
I'd like to, I'd like to give it a try. I'd have to have a couple drinks, you know what I mean? Because I just relate comedy to like your own experiences that, may not be, it could be not funny. Like it could be something that happened, but you can make it funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have awkward situations, which I think I've had enough, which could be funny at the end. But, you just have to find a way to make it funny. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, it's definitely something that like I enjoyed. I remember the first time you're like, "Let's go to comedy." I'm like, "Comedy." And then I went. I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I'm digging.
I'm 100%. Fun, man. It's so.
I'm 100% digging this. Yeah, like this is good." But I think one of the things we talked about when we're coming in here is also bringing our experiences, finding the Lord as well. You know what I mean? And
we'll eventually have to get into this, the actual story of like when we came into things. I don't know if I want to be super, like it is moving when I tell my story, but I don't know if like I have a dilemma. I'm not ashamed to tell my story ever, but it's like I don't want that to be who people think of me as.
I think it'll have to be something that's done in I think later episodes, and if it's something you want to actually end up doing. I think I
want to do the one with the guys.
I think it'd have to be with our
podcast that we do.
I think it'd have to be done in that atmosphere.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That one needs like baseball cards for intros and like who we're.
Yeah.
What we what's it called? Like how long we've been a Christian versus like
that one is,
other relationship statuses and things.
That other podcast is more religious based. This one is more of like two best friends in a room, kind of talking things out. I mean. Not that we're not religious in any means, but
no. I'm definitely Christian.
Yeah, definitely.
That's not the problem.
That's not the problem. It's just it's not the main focus.
Topic, yeah.
It's not the topic, and I think it's good to like bring the Lord into like even ours, even like the far right limits. Sometimes we'll push. I think it's good to just come back in and just you know what I mean, share.
I think it's important to bring things back.
Yeah, bring it back to where it started and like what brought us together as best friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because this is episode 1. Little bit of Dude, Where's My Podcast lore. He found me crying alone in a church. Well, not even alone. I was crying by myself in a church where there was thousands of people, but it was just me crying.
Yeah.
And he just comes up and he goes like, "Hey man, can I pray for you?"
Yeah, something hit me. Like people are like, I'm kind of skeptic to the whole like, I was anyways of like the Holy Spirit like speaking through you and like telling you to do things. You know what I mean? Not even kidding. Something was like, go talk to him, and it was actually like something like Pastor Brady and Daniel like talked about like, like that's what a church is for. And, like, that's what the community is for, is, like, when you see people in there, like, not ignoring them. Because nothing, like, pushes someone away from religion is, like, being somewhere like that. And then feeling alone in the church. Like, I think you were talking about it, how, like, a church should be a place of, like, healing and not judgment, almost.
Exactly. So not only is it supposed to be a place about healing, a church should be a place where you go for correction.
Yeah. And go for love,
Like
and not judgment.
Yeah. Like I was trying to correct myself, and I needed some kind of physical support.
Yeah,
and
I mean, both of our lives have changed since then. I mean, I've come a long way. I've had some like, recently where I was the wrong person. You know what I mean? And I was the cheater in a relationship. You know what I mean? I'm not scared to like be that guy. I mean, even as a Christian, you can fail, even as like a new one. And it's, no one's perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think you gotta. I've taken steps to heal my own self and recognize my own error of my own ways. But it's you have to be willing to make those changes, and you have to be willing to face your own self in the mirror when you're not doing things the right way. And it's so easy for people on the outside to point fingers at people
It really is.
Without them looking and showing mercy and grace towards somebody.
Man, I really need to be better at memorizing scripture. But with when Jesus, he's all like, you're so busy telling people about the splinter in their eye and you fail to see the log in your own.
Yeah. That's a great parable like to talk about, and I know exactly which. I can't quote where it's from in the Bible, but it's
No, it's just a
very
lot
true.
of people are
It's just true. I mean, it falls into the facet of society right now where it's quickly to judge someone rather than show mercy and understand like the traumas in people's lives. You know what I mean? Because maybe we'll get into that, like about the traumas like we went through, like maybe deeper down the road. Because we both went through like a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot for a human to go through without them being like completely like a menace to society, killing themselves or something else. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just you don't know what somebody's been through to go through and judge them. Like it's almost kind of sad the way society has like turned its back on each other instead of loving each other. It's pushed it farther away to even like you got people who say they will but are quickly to judge and talk bad about you right behind your back that you would think is family. But I do want to say, like, for anyone like going through something, it's really like the power to change and like change things with yourself becomes like you can beat the odds with God. Nothing is impossible because I can say like moving here and giving myself to him more and more, even over it's been a year since I can it's not been a year since I've been baptized. October 27th will be a year, but when I came out here last August, I gave myself to Christ. I mean, he's always been in my life, but it was kind of that prodigal son thing. Many years of just like drinking, partying, and other things,
living the most single of single lives.
Yeah, living the male single, which is glorified now among men. It's glorified in culture.
Glorified on both sides. Man.
Yeah,
it's not just men; it's men and women.
And it's like finding God and living for Him has like been the best thing I can do in my whole life. And like I seen a great quote and I shared it with the men today, and it comes from Isaiah 41:13, and it says, "For I, the Lord your God, will hold your right hand, saying to you, fear not, I will help you." And I think that like is so true, when you're willing to take those hard steps to like change.
Yeah.
And if you're really willing to say like, I can't do it anymore. Like I'm going to do it your way. That's where you see like the most drastic changes.
When you relinquish control.
You have to.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't do it half. I half-weighted it. There's I half-weighted it through like a lot of things. And when I fully decided to like be like, it is yours now. That's when I've seen the change. Yeah. And I've got way more changes to come. And I'm excited to show like the man I'm going to become because it's nowhere near where I started.
Yeah, I'm excited to meet him.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for you to meet him too. And I've seen like changes through you. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not something that doesn't like stop changing.
Yeah.
And
we should always be in what's that thing that white girls like to say now? Seasons.
Yeah.
We got to be in a season of growth forever.
And the Lord talks about that and people coming in and out. And I think like we can get in that in other episodes of like doors He closes. And like that's a huge thing I'd love to talk about in the future is doors the Lord closes, you shouldn't open them again. Like they're meant to be closed, But we'll go into that topic because that goes down a whole way.
That's a whole nother hour for sure.
Yeah, but so I guess on that note, like, I guess we can.
We wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Hit it up with the plug, right? Like, this is our first video, first episode.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the first person to subscribe? Follow us on YouTube. It's going to be posted on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, along with the video. So yeah, just hit us up. Follow along the journey. This is Midlife Crisis Bingo. It's one of the squares.
Yep. Think of maybe some squares that we missed that would be amazing on the game ahead.
Yeah. But even to that last point that we were talking about, be the change that you want to see.
Yeah.
That's the only way the world's going to get a little bit better.
Yeah. And until next time.
God bless.
Mm-hmm.